Are you serious? Are you actually serious? Well, listen, folks, I am. And apparently NASA is. NASA says signs of alien life will be found by the year 2025. NASA's chief scientist is predicting it. What? Well, maybe there's something there. Hang on. Grab your Bible. Go to Ephesians chapter 2, verse 2. Now, humanity is on the verge of discovering an alien life. High-ranking NASA scientists are saying, I think we're going to have a strong indication of life beyond Earth within a decade. And I think we're going to have definitive evidence within 20 to 30 years, according to NASA's chief scientist, Ellen Stofan, said on April 7th during a panel discussion that focused on the space agency's efforts to search for habitable worlds and alien life. Well, I could tell them they don't have to go very far to find alien life. Hang on a second. Ephesians chapter 2:2. We know where to look. I do too. We know how to look, Stofan added, during an event, which was webcast live. And in most cases, we have the technology. We're on a path to implementing it, and so I think we're definitely on the road. Can I say to you, and how many times have you heard me say it? Those of you who have been following me on YouTube for the last 3, 4, 5 years, you know I've said that the technology is catching up with the prophecy. Well, NASA's right. They will find alien life, but they're not going to like what they find. Let's see what I mean by that in the word of the Lord. In the book of Ephesians, chapter 2, the Bible says this, in verse 1, it says, and ye hath he quickened, who were dead in trespasses and sins, wherein in times past you walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. The prince of the power of the air, Lucifer himself, the devil himself. He's known as the prince of the power of the air in Ephesians 2:2. Also, he's known as the God of the age in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 4. He's also known as the prince of the world in John chapter 12, verse 31. And in John 14:30, and in John 16:11. He's known as the prince of demons or ruler of demons, Matthew 9:34. The accuser of the brethren in Zechariah 3:1 and Revelation 12:10. He's known as Lucifer, the shining one, Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12, and in Luke 10:18. Folks, hang on. He is an alien being. He is absolutely a spirit of darkness. Matter of fact, he's known as the wicked one in Matthew chapter 13, verse 19 and verse 38. Also 1 John 2:13. Also, he's known as the dragon in Revelation 12:3. Revelation chapter 12, verse 4. Revelation 12:7. Revelation 12:9. Revelation 12:13. Revelation 12:17. He's known as the serpent in Genesis 3, verses 1 through 4. Luke 10:19, 2 Corinthians 11:3, Revelation 12:9. He's known as the adversary in 1 Peter 5:8 and 1 Timothy 5:14 and Job chapter 1, verse 6. Beelzebub, he was also called Beelzebub in Matthew chapter 12:27. He's known as the devil in Revelation 12:9, a murderer in John 8:44. He's a liar in John 8:44. He's the tempter in Matthew 4:3 and 1 Thessalonians 3:5. He's the enemy in Matthew 13:38 and Ephesians 6:11. He is the roaring lion in 1 Peter 5:8. He's known as the destroyer, or Apollyon in the Greek, or Abaddon in Hebrew, or destructor, or destruction in Revelation 9:11. He's a thief in John 10:10. You see, NASA is right. They will discover alien life. but they won't like what they find. As the technology advances, the prophecy will be revealed. And you don't have to go all the way to the ends of the universe, which there is none, to find the devil. Just look around you. You can see the effects of him everywhere. In the murder, in the madness, in the mayhem, in the crucifixions and beheadings, the rapings and executions of ISIS. Hollering Allah Akbar every time they take a life. You can see it in the injustices of even free societies with corruption from the top to bottom, whether it be in law enforcement or in judicial systems or in government officials themselves. Oh, you'll see his manifestation in homes torn apart by disagreement, by sin and rage. You'll find the devil at the end of a heroine's needle. You'll come in contact face to face with him in the eyes of a dying soul on the streets, murdered and gunned down in innocent blood. You can find him in the starving children of Africa. You will run into him. You will see him. He is not far. You don't have to go far. Some of you just need to look in the mirror. He's looking back at you. Now, there is a remedy. I got news for NASA. They don't have to spend quadrillions of dollars to go find alien life form. See, demons are aliens. They are foreign to us. They are extraterrestrial, and their motivation is destruction. They do abductions. They're called possessions. People actually are getting visitations from the dark side. Homo Satanas is what Satan's name is called. The Antichrist will be Homo Satanas, half man, half wicked one, lawless one, the son of perdition. Are you saved? The Antichrist spirit is revealing itself, and as it does, alien forms and manifestations of darkness will become more clear every day. Are you saved? NASA's right. We will find the aliens.